Pro, and we have an organ on my side for the round preview of round 4. As you can see there, I scored 2,152, top 4 for the round, as in top 4%. I also a little bit of rank change. I'm now 967, still in that top 1,000. I've used 4 out of a possible 6 trades. The Dusty's Goats, if we have organ on my side in Classic, draft is pretty irrelevant to you guys. Just waiting for my internet. So Jordan Ridley did really well. I started off with him at the start of the year, so that was a really good pick. Then you look at Callum Mills, who played pretty average, gave away a late free kick, only scoring the 87. Short did really well, 125. I know this week he scored 74 against St Kilda because it wasn't in our back line, so that's why he scored so low. And that's currently anyway. But Stewart 104 is pretty good. Bowes 107 could have done better. In my opinion, I had Daniel on the field who scored 19. I'll have to trade him this week because, as you can see, Flynn has not been named. He's like an emergency and whatnot. So this week I'll have to go Daniel into Chapman, bank the 262k if my math is correct. Go from Meek to Hickey, which will then give me 93k. That means I play Flynn at R3, Hickey at R2 until I can afford a Gorn upgrade, which was, a waste of trades to do. Anyway, I should have started with Gorn and Grundy like I did last year, but I wanted to make quick cash and thought I could get Gorn by round 8, like most of us did. Anyway, I got McRae, who was a really good captain option last week at 137. Merritt, who's underperforming for what he should be doing. Laird, which pretty good. Kelly's useless because Leon Cameron is playing in forward pocket, scored 2 late goals. I watched the game, and that's how he got his 90 points. He was lucky to get that. Walsh didn't set a game, so I was expecting a bit better from him. Gordon's serviceable for a rookie. Power played really well against Adelaide. That's why I put him on the field. I was never going to field Jordan against the Cats because he's never going to get the ball, and I was right. Berry tackled, had only a few touches, but he's lucky that his tackle gets his, scored a 51. Scott, Dow, and Jordan are all useless rookies. As you can see, Dow's actually been dropped, so he's a perfect loophole for captaincy scores. Then you look at Grundy. Scored 92, got absolutely killed by Mumford. Mumford will retain his spot, unfortunately, against Sydney Hickey, which is good for me because I'm going to bring Hickey in, and then Hickey's got a good fixture. I think he's got Gold Coast the week after, so he's going to do really well. Hopefully, but knowing my luck, he'll probably get injured or something stupid. Dunkley, great pick to start off of the season. I knew his worst would be maybe 100, that's why I started with him, as opposed to a Dusty, who, as a Tiger supporter, I knew Dusty would have a slow start because, look, he doesn't really try until round 12, if I'm being honest. Walker, I actually did a sideways trade with Walker. I actually had Taranto, and then by round 2, I saw Taranto was just an absolute butcher. So I swapped him for Walker, banked 150k, and then also made myself 168k since then at round 2. Zeeble and Impey keepers, so you can afford to do sideways trades this year if you don't already know that. Warner might actually be an F6 or an F7. Campbell's got to go soon. I still think he can get to about that 330 mark. Roland Brockman, pretty hopeless some weeks, and they can do alright others, so you don't really want to field them. 17,000 coaches like myself trading out Daniel, or already have. The others are pretty explanationable. Waterman, I probably wouldn't bring him in. I don't think he has as good job security as people think. If you look at Essendon's players in the VFL, I reckon he's only one bad game away from getting dropped. He can't score 2 goals every week, and when he doesn't, he'll be out. GF, I don't know why people are still going for him at close to 400k, unless you think he's going to be top 6. Lockie Jones, way too early to bring a guy in off one game in case he gets dropped and then he doesn't have any price spike. Chapman's still a good cash cow. I think he can average 80 from here on. And those 3.9% are idiots who picked up Lockie Scholl, who scored 160. That's just called chasing points. So that's my team for the rounds. Obviously what I said I was going to do is go from Daniel to Chapman but I'll do this tomorrow before the games are announced, about 4ish, just to see if there's any weight changes for anyone else coming out, any weight news or rumours, whatever. So I'll bank that 200k from Daniel down to Chapman, have Chapman as D6. Once Chapman gets good enough, the plan is to move Wyatt into that D6 position, sell Chapman for the coin, and upgrade a midfielder in here. Meek this week goes to Hickey. Hickey on the field. Flynn will hopefully just be a cash cow, and hopefully I can go the combination of Flynn and Hickey to a Gorn and have someone like a Jordan Sweet or whoever comes in as a R3, which is irrelevant for right now. For the rest of the rounds, I think West Coast win tonight against Collingwood. Doggies beat Gold Coast. Sydney will thump Giants. I reckon Carlton for an upset against Port Adelaide. Brisbane beat Essendon, I reckon. Freo beat Adelaide. Melbourne will beat Hawthorn, and Geelong will absolutely smash North Melbourne. If you like the video, you know what to do. Thank you for watching.